Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will be covering how we can use Python as a calculator. As you may know, Python is a very rich programming language that you can use it for almost anything. We're going to start with a basic calculator feature. So I put some comments right here using the hashtag sign in Jupyter Notebook and listed the operations that you can do: addition, subtraction, asterisk sign refers to the multiplication, forward slash that stands for division operations, double slash gives you the rounded integer value of the result, and double asterisk for exponential expressions, and percent sign for mod operations. So I'm gonna click the cell I created right here already, and if you use button B on your keyboard, it's going to create another cell for you to work on. Let's start with a basic addition operation. 2 plus 2. If you hit shift enter, that's going to give you the answer as 4. And let's make it a little more complicated. 50 minus 5 times 6. So Python knows the order of operation and it's going to give you the answer quickly, which is 20. Now let's add one more operation to this current operation that we completed. It was 50. I'm going to put that into the parentheses so we can add another operation. 50 minus 5 times 6. Step out of the parentheses and divide this by 4, let's say, and then shift enter. The answer is a float value, so let's go ahead and type in right here as a comment. So let's say division always returns a floating value number. Okay. So for example, if you just simply do a simple division operation as 8 divided by 5, you will be able to see this is going to be a decimal number, which we call it in programming languages as float number. Okay. All right. So division always returns a float. To do floor division and get an integer result, disregard any functional result. You can use double forward slash operator for that. To calculate the remainder, you can use percent sign. So for instance, let's say we are dividing again 17 by 3. The answer is going to be a float number. Take a look at that. It's 5.6 continuous. If you make it 17 double slash forward 3, the float division discards the fractional part here. As you see, the answer came out as an integer. Let's go ahead and put a comment about it. Floor division, which we call it, discards the fractional part. Okay. And now let's try the mod. So 17% 3, which we will get the remainder. So if you divide 17 by 3, you will be having a remainder of 2. So we can put that as a comment right below the division sign right there, I mean the percent sign. So let's put a hashtag to make a comment about it. The percent operator returns the remainder of the division. Okay. Another operation, let's go ahead and combine a couple of multiplication and addition operation. We can do multiplication first. 5 times 3, and then let's add 2 to it. So the result is going to be 17. So which confirms that when we divide 17 with forward and 2 double forward slash by 3, we end up with 5. 5 times 3 is right here 15. 15 plus the remainder that we had right here, that's going to end up with 17, which confirms that 17 divided by 3 is 5.6 continuous, and you can say 17 divided by the divided with floor division, that gives us 5. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 with the remainder, that's 17. Now let's go ahead and do some exponential expressions. 5, I'm using double asterisk to the power of 2. So it's going to be 25, because 5 times 5 is 25. So let's put a comment about it. This is standing for 5 squared. And let's do another operation. Say 2 to the power of 7, which the answer should be, I believe, 128. Yes, it is 128. If you go ahead and put a comment, we can read it as 2 to the power of 7. And let's go ahead and do an equation. Let's assume that we are trying to find the area of a rectangle, and the width is given as 20, and the height is given as, let's say, 45 units, and which we know that the area is calculated by whatever the measurements are. So width times height. So if we shift enter, the Python is going to have the code for area. Area is known as width times height. And if we call the area, we will be able to see that it's going to be equal to 900, which is the multiplication of 20 by 45. So this is one of the operations that you can do. Maybe we might want to apply another mathematical operation. Maybe we can calculate the total tax amount, total price with tax included. Let's say tax value of an item is calculated by 12.5%. So let's say divided by 100, standing for percent. And the price of the item, let's say it is $102.50. So if you want to calculate the tax amount, let's call it tax underscore amount. That's going to be tax times price. After this, if we hit the shift enter, we will be able to have Python recognize the tax amount variable as tax times price. If we call the tax amount, we're going to get to see that it is equal to $12.81 roughly. So by the way, let's go ahead and calculate the total sale amount. Total amount, let's call it. Price with tax amount. So I'm going to call the total amount. So you will be able to see that it's going to be equal to, this should be tax amount. and then now let's call it again. Yes, $115.31. To be able to round this amount to the nearest cent, we can use the round code, round function, and say total amount will be rounded. Put a comma, and wherever you want to round it to. We want to round it to the second digit after the decimal point, so I'm going to put 2. As you can see, the answer is $115.31. So this concludes our video. Thanks for watching.